After retirement from football 3 years ago, in which he spent 3 years at Norwich City Football Club, Cedric Anselin's life changed dramatically, suffering from severe mental health issues and coming close to suicide. Now Cedric is an inspirational figure in Norfolk and the community beyond. And he now works at Radio Norfolk and is a coach, and I'm exploring this video why you should be listening to Cedric Anselin's messages in life and why he is an inspiration. Hey guys, Norwich City Central here, back for another video. Slightly different one today, as you can tell from the introduction. I'm not going to be reviewing games, I'm not going to be previewing games, but I'm going to be talking about Cedric Anselin and why I think his messages in life are really important. And what I hope you take away from this video is perhaps some of the inspiring stuff he says, as you saw from the introduction. But yeah, this is a different video, and if there was one video I would ask you guys, the subscribers, the watchers, to share and like, it would be this one. So please like and share, and if you can share this around Twitter or whatever, I'd be really appreciative of that. Yeah, and obviously I'm just going to be talking about why the messages he talks about are important. But if you don't know who he is, he's on Radio Norfolk, speaking regularly. Obviously you get a lot of angry Norwich City fans on Canary Call, and Cedric's trying to calm them all down, and obviously trying to promote positive messages about Norwich City. And he was also on the TNC podcast. That's where a lot of people probably know him more so from. I knew him before, but the TNC podcast, which he did on Talk Norwich City channel, was really informative in my opinion. There's a really funny story actually he presented on the Talk Norwich City podcast, where he's saying how they was coming to a really tough team, and as a coach he gave in really inspiring messages about the troubles he went through in the past, and they ended up getting a point, which was a really tough ground. And then on the coach journey back, the bus driver couldn't concentrate because they was all laughing, and it was just a really funny story, but a really positive one as well. And obviously, basically, Cedric's had mental health issues, and he felt suicidal before. I was reading up on an article as well in which Clark Carlisle, I think his name is, saved his life. And that's the thing in football. There's a mental health stigma going around where men are meant to be tough. But at the end of the day, the messages he promotes are really important. Because obviously there is a side to men where they don't really admit their problems. But I think Cedric Anselin's one of the leading people in trying to promote these messages, of trying to be open and take life each day, and treat life with such positivity, and just love everyone in your life, and treat life because it is so special. And that's why his messages, I think, are so important as well, and that's why I think he is an inspirational person. Because he's coming through mental health problems. Obviously he's had quite severe ones. He's coming out on the other side, and he's trying to be positive in life. And I think that's where we need to feel like perhaps we should take some of his ideas from, because at the end of the day, I've said that a couple of times now, but we love football, but obviously our health is much more important. And I feel like he's bringing these issues to the forefront, which is really important. And yeah, I think that's why he is really an inspirational character. I'll put one of the tweets down here now. And I just think these messages are really important. As we know, Norwich City is meant to be a community club. And I just feel like he promotes really good messages. And this is what I want you guys to take away from the video. These kind of messages. Follow him on Twitter. I'll leave his link in the description. And yeah, I just feel like sometimes we don't put life in perspective as people. We can get really angry about a Norwich City result, and rightfully so, because football actually means so much to us as fans. Football brings lots of people together, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, different ethnicities. It brings people together. But at the end of the day, our health is more important, and I feel like he's bringing these issues to the forefront, and he's just an amazing person for doing that. And I wish him all the best. So this is my video on why I think he is an inspiration, because he is sending really important messages to people about our health, and trying to be the best he can, and trying to show how important life is, and that's really important. And obviously football takes a massive part of our lives, our communities, and he's using the platform of football to talk about why mental health is so important, and I feel like that's a brilliant idea. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Norwich City Central, And if you did enjoy, please share the video, and please try and take his messages on board, because that's something I'm going to be doing, because he really puts life in perspective. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.